Hi, my name is Lane Tunstall and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm a busy mom to 3 boys and I'm a part-time stylist for Stitch Fix. I have a bank background and I always worked full-time in corporate America until I decided to stay home with my youngest, and when he went to kindergarten last fall, I launched Board and Brie. Board and Brie is a company of mine, my own creation, and I make charcuterie boards, grazing tables, which are basically huge charcuterie boards, like 10, 12 feet long, super aesthetically pleasing for a wedding when the couple walks in and sees a giant grazing table. And my latest venture is charcuterie board parties. So with charcuterie board parties, each guest comes and they all get a kit, a charcuterie board kit. In the kit comes a marmalade or honey, a honey dipper, super simple instructions for each guest, as well as their very own charcuterie board. Throughout the class, each guest gets to make their own board with all of the food, all of the cheeses, and at the end, it's literally a magnificent creation that each person has created in their own special way. Even though they're all using the same ingredients, each board is completely different. The charcuterie board parties, or classes, as some call them, start out with a fun icebreaker. Everyone goes around in the class and says their name, where they're from, and their favorite kind of cheese, just to get everyone talking. Then I give a little spiel about the history of charcuterie boards, and I walk the class through each step on my instruction sheet of making the board with a picture so they can see what the end result should kind of look like, but I definitely add that they can add their own flair to it. Here is an example of the finished board using my instructions. Ta-da! So each person in the class ends up making a board that looks just like this to take home, and it feeds 2 to 3 people. I also bring a big cellophane wrapping, so at the end of the class, we wrap the boards and they actually put the finished boards in the boxes that the boards came in. Super easy to transport, and during the class, I bring a big board for everyone to graze on, so they can talk about the different cheeses and the different meat combinations. I am asking the Sharks for a $200,000 investment in exchange for 20% equity. With that, I will lease a space. I will buy a van that of course says Board and Brie on it to transport all of my items. And I want to train other people to do what I do. I want to bring charcuterie board parties to all kinds of homes, businesses, schools everywhere in the United States. Charcuterie boards are all the rage right now. Everyone wants to make one, but people don't know quite how to do it. They go to the store and they spend $100 on cheese when they could go to a class that is much cheaper than that and actually make their board, as well as get step-by-step instructions to do it themselves. And then they know how to do it. I would say my idea is unique in the fact that no one is doing charcuterie board parties. People are doing cookie decorating parties, they're doing wine parties, they're doing jewelry parties. Everyone is looking for that fun, unique idea to have their own party in their own home, per se real estate agents for their clients, something to celebrate and something that's very different, very fun. My aha moment was when a client of mine a few months back suggested that I hold a charcuterie board party in her home. I had been selling charcuterie boards since last fall. I've always loved to make them, and since my youngest went to kindergarten, I decided to start a side hustle, sell some boards, which turned into grazing tables, which turned into these charcuterie board parties, and they've been super successful. Every one of my classes has sold out. My sales, since I've started last fall, are $64,900, my revenue being $45,000. And my projected sales for the year 2019 sales is $21,238. My 2020 sales is $43,662. My projected this year is 96,000 and next year is 150,000. I am so proud of my sales. I have literally built this business from nothing. I was a stay-at-home mom. I've always had a side hustle since I stayed home, but just channeling my love of arranging food and being around people into these boards has literally been amazing. I feel like it's a calling. I go into people's homes. I give them an awesome party. I give them an awesome time. They have fun, they laugh, they can drink wine if they want, and they all have a really big source of camaraderie with their friends or their family while they're all doing their boards and they're all talking about it and they're all so happy. And then of course, they all post the pictures on social media, which in turn makes them even happier. I've invested $1,000 into my company. That is for boards, for building my website, and different fees, different online fees so far. My biggest challenge thus far has actually been saying no to jobs. This is me, and until I have my own dedicated space, it's really hard for me to hire more people and to really grow and scale this business. So my biggest challenge is getting space and being able to do all of the jobs and all of the parties and not have to say no to people. Something interesting about myself is I was a single mom for 6 years, so I always have something in my back pocket. No matter what happens to me, I will find a way to make money, to start something big, like I have the charcuterie board business. I have it in my back pocket and I will do it because I have the drive and I absolutely love arranging food and being with people. Now, don't you all want to make this for your fun night in? Thank you.